What's up, fellow action figure geeks? For today we're going to be having a look at the DC Direct Flashpoint Flash action figure. As far as I'm concerned, probably the best Flash action figure that DC Direct produced before they switched over to DC Collectibles. Now, Flashpoint was the event that led to the New 52, and so some of these characters you may or may not recognize if you're not a big DC fan, and you didn't follow this stuff before New 52. A lot of people jumped on at the New 52. That's why I'm kind of giving that disclaimer. Like, this Batman is Thomas Wayne. It's actually a world where Martha and Thomas didn't die. Martha becomes the Joker, and Thomas becomes the Batman to avenge the death of his son, young Bruce Wayne. We have Wonder Woman, we have the Flash, we have Cyborg. I have Cyborg, not that interested in the Wonder Woman. Anyhow, I think it's time to open this beast up. So let's do it. In a flash! Oh man, that was so stupid. I really gotta get to scripting these instead. We're just gonna open up the corner, yank the back off, toss it over the shoulder, grimace at all the damn twist ties, and then pretty much laugh at them because I don't have to twist them. I can snip them. Alright, so anyone who actually collects Flash action figures knows the perils of taking these things out of the package, because they have wings all over their head and their boots. Oh, cool. They're all intact. None of them broke. Right on. And here he is, out of the package. I just really like the overall look of this action figure, and we're going to have a closer look at him right now. First off, I want to take some time here to just appreciate that face sculpt. I think that, in my opinion, this is probably one of the top 10 DC Direct face sculpts. I just think that it captures that look of Flash perfectly, and it looks real. Like, as far as I'm concerned, this is Hot Toys quality of sculpting right here. The mouth, the nose, the placement of the eyes, the shading, the little bit of shading they do have, the blue of the eyes. I just really like this. I don't think any other Flash action figure has a face sculpt that even touches this. Then we have the placement of the ear wings, which is done really nicely. They're a little bit sloppy, but that's nothing that an X-Acto blade and some hot boiling water can't fix. Then we have the crisp lightning bolt symbol on his chest. That just looks really nice. And then the muscles themselves, not too much, not too little as far as the detail goes on this figure. I feel like it's just enough. Moving down. Now, I do have to dock marks that this figure, I don't know why I always seem to get my figures that were painted on Let's Come to Work Drunk Day, but this, it's clear now that, because I got this off eBay, I got somebody's sloppy seconds. Literally, sloppy seconds. They probably were like, this is crap, and bought another one for themselves, and I got the one that they're selling off. This is just horrible. But, you know, DC Direct quality control, I don't know. Maybe they got to pay attention who shows up drunk. Then we've got the legs, not too much muscle tone in there, but I mean, he's a runner, so he doesn't need to have big, bulky legs. Got the boots, love the detail on these boots. I love the wrinkles at the bottom here, and you even got the treads. I don't know why they didn't continue the treads all the way across like they did with the superpowers. That would have been kind of cool, but you got the wings on the side here. Everything just looks really nice with this figure. And you can see, I think that after me showing you this close, you can see why this is my absolute favorite Flash action figure from DC Direct and really from anywhere. My favorite Flash, right here. Now, Flash also comes with this very basic thin black action figure stand, and I'm a big fan of these. I like these more than almost any of the other big bulky action figure stands that they give us, because this can be used with any figure, and it's really unassuming. And it's thin, and it doesn't make your characters much taller than they actually are. So it comes with one of these, which I'm actually really impressed with. I use these. Without action figure stands, you couldn't pose Flash in running poses like this. It just wouldn't work. He'd be falling over all the time. Now, articulation for this Flashy Pants is as followed. No waist, no ab crunch, nothing like that. It's just your very basic DC Direct action figure articulation. The head itself is on a ball joint, but there's not a whole lot of articulation. It can move 360, you know, looking left and right, but it can't, there's no real range of up and down motion with this action figure. The arms themselves obviously can go 360 round and round, and they can go up about that high, you know, so it's not a ton of articulation, but it's some. The elbows are single jointed, and I want to warn you, I already worked in the joints, except for that one. Okay, you're going to see this firsthand, how tight all these joints were. I got to be careful. Here goes. Oh, look at that. They're oiled at least. At least they oiled them. But this figure, just like any other DC Direct, you always have to be careful not to snap off some of their brittle elbow and knee points. Then you got the groin itself. Here how crunchy that is, how sticky that is. Goes forward about that far, and clearly it's going to go back all the way too, because there's nothing getting in the way of the butt. And we've got wrist articulation. It can turn all the way around 360 degrees. You got knee articulation. You can bend his knees there like this. And that's basically what he's going to get. Not a ton of articulation on this figure. Now be careful as well when you're moving this figure around that you don't break off his boot wings or his head wings, because then that's not a good scene. But that's it. That's all this figure has for articulation. It's not really that much, but someone like me, I'm just going to pose him on a shelf. Pose him. Oh, fine, lay down. I don't care. So if you're wondering for which figures I actually wanted to display this Flash with, it's actually with these ones here and a few others that did not make it into the video. And I think that he fits just perfectly. I'm looking for a nice, simple DC Direct Justice League display, pre-New 52. And I just felt that these figures work really, really well together. There's an Aquaman I gotta add in here, and also a Martian Manhunter, but so far the display looks like it's coming along. And this also gives you a good idea of exactly how Flash is gonna stack up. Honestly, folks, I do believe that this is DC Direct's very best attempt to give us an accurate and outstanding version of DC Comics' well-loved Scarlet Speedster, the Flash, in this case, Barry Allen, and I give this figure full 9 out of 10. I have to dock a few marks for factory defects, like the paint not... Like, what is that? That's not a lighting thing. There's, like, the paint is thinner there. And then Drunk Day in the factory, they just showed up and... Drunk Day in the factory, but that's not to do with the design of this figure or the color choices they made while it was still in the design process. This is all factory-based stuff. For actual design features of this figure, I think they knocked this one out of the park, so I give it a full 9 out of 10 for that reason. And with that, folks, I think I've came to the end of the video, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It means so much to me. If you liked this video, found it educational or enlightening at all, please leave it a thumbs up so I know you liked it. Leave any comments you have down in the comment section below. And if you think you might like to see more of my content show up in your inbox, well, just hit the subscribe button, ding the bell, and you'll never miss a video. And I'll see you with the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye for now.